Hi students, this is USA Citizenship, page 9. We are in Chapter 4, Independence. You need page 9 and a pen or pencil. These are the words that we will talk about in this video. And here is the website for all these pages. Alright, let's get started. In the last video, we saw that the Americans won the War of Independence. However, forming the United States was complicated. George Washington didn't even become president until 6 or 7 years after the end of the war. So, what important things happened to form our country? In this video, you will learn what happened. In 1787, the leaders of the 13 colonies had a meeting to set up a government. We call this meeting the Constitutional Convention. A convention is just a big meeting that often lasts for a long time. At the Constitutional Convention, the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution. Sometimes we call these people the Founding Fathers because they were the people who helped start the United States, and they were men in government at that time. The Constitution is a long document that gives directions about how the United States government works. This is still our Constitution. Look at your paper. In 1787, there was a long meeting to set up the government of the new country. This meeting was called the Constitutional Convention. Say Constitutional Convention. Pause the video and write Constitutional Convention. At the Constitutional Convention, the Constitution was written. The Constitution is the document of rules about the government of our country. Say Constitution. Pause the video and write Constitution. So, at the beginning of the war, 1776, we had 13 colonies. The Constitutional Convention was in 1787. Now, the 13 colonies could become the original 13 states of the United States. Let's learn the names of 3 of the first states. The first colony to become a state by ratifying the Constitution was Delaware. So Delaware was the first state. Georgia became a state. And New York is another state to know. It's where New York City is located. Say 3 of the original states are Delaware, Georgia, and New York. Look at your paper. The 13 colonies became the 13 original states of the new USA when they accepted the Constitution. 3 of these states are Delaware, the first state, Georgia, our state, New York, the state where New York City is. Pause the video and write the names of these 3 states. People needed help understanding the Constitution. The Federalist Papers were written to help explain and support the Constitution. Support means to say good things about or to tell people why we need the Constitution. 3 men wrote the Federalist Papers. Alexander Hamilton wrote most of them. Look at your paper. Some of the leaders wanted everyone to understand the new Constitution. They wrote the Federalist Papers to explain and support the Constitution. The person who wrote most of the Federalist Papers was Alexander Hamilton. Say Alexander Hamilton. Say the sentence, the person who wrote most of the Federalist Papers was Alexander Hamilton. Pause the video and write Alexander Hamilton. Another important leader of the new United States was Benjamin Franklin. He did many things that made him famous. Here is one thing. This is my favorite because I love to read. He started the first free libraries in America. Look at your paper. Another important leader was Benjamin Franklin. He was famous for many things. He started the first free libraries. Say free libraries. Say the sentence, Benjamin Franklin started the first free libraries. Write free libraries. Let's review why these men are important. These are only 4 of the Founding Fathers. There are several more. Pause the video and see if you can remember what each of these men did. All right, here you go. George Washington. He was the first president and father of our country. He was also the general of the colonists during the War of Independence. Thomas Jefferson. He wrote the Declaration of Independence. Alexander Hamilton. He wrote most of the Federalist Papers. Benjamin Franklin started the first free libraries. All right, let's review the citizenship questions. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. When was the Constitution written? 1787. There were 13 original states. Name 3. Delaware, Georgia, New York. There are 10 more, so you could name any of the 13 states and be correct. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Yes, Alexander Hamilton. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? He started the first free libraries. Okay, this is the end of page 9 and the end of chapter 4. To begin chapter 5, watch the video USA Citizenship, page 10. Thank you for watching.